This is the Cobb flex fuel sensor. This is the Cobb flex fuel module. It's got the heat tape on it. It failed. This is the IBR flex fuel module, and it failed also. What I decided to do was just go ahead and wire my own up. Use these Deutsch connectors, and I just wired it into the existing harness of this that plugs into the IBR like that. I'm getting rid of this because it failed twice, and I'm tired of doing the same thing if it keeps failing. So this just plugs into here, this nice thing right here. This has a piece that comes off of this existing harness that goes into the TGV and then to the existing IBR flex fuel sensor. So I'm using the same sensor. Apparently the problem seems to be this module that fails. It's like a $10 chip in like a $500 potted billet aluminum casing. So what I've done is I've run this through the firewall into the inside. I've gone ahead and got a different setup here. I just went up right through here, right through that grommet. Careful, there's fuel lines right there. You want to, when you're cutting this out, if you're going to do this. But I just sent it right through there. I got a stiff piece of metal, a little thin one, and shoved it, taped the wires through it, shoved it right through there. It was perfectly fine. I'm thinking of mounting this. This guy fits pretty tight in here. I mean, it's hard for me to get it out. Okay, I got it. So this is the Ktuner. This guy right here, $100. So I just wired this into here, and this into here. There's a nice little ground right there. It's pretty nice for running into this harness, and then this is, I've got a fuse. There's a fuse that goes right here. I'm going to clean all this wiring up. So this just plugs into here like so, and then when I turn the key on, then we have power to this. And there's a little green light showing it's on. This is all going to be cleaned up a little better. I get all these wires out of here. Got our access point. Get rid of this stupid check engine light. It's driving me crazy. Oh, look at that. Now we're reading the ethanol again. Notice the TGV left I had on there for troubleshooting. There's going to be a wiring harness diagram on how to wire this. It's just pretty much it's just one wire that goes to the TGV, and then you have a ground to the chassis and a red power wire which is to the fuse, and then you have your power going to the, I splice the power to the down to the sensor, and then there's just one wire that comes from the sensor too. So there's 3 wires from the sensor, and then there's one wire that goes to the TGV. So it's pretty basic. It's not as sophisticated as the Cobb or the IBR one. But if these keep failing, I'm not doing the same thing over and over. It's like an Arduino. There's also a DIY on doing this with the Arduino chip, and I think they're like 12 bucks or something. Costs a little bit more to actually buy this thing right here, but since I'm making it like plug and play, then it's worth it to me, you know. It's easier. I can just unplug it from here. I can unplug that from there. Everything's plugged together. Nothing's soldered. Yeah, it appears to be working. I have, let's see, 19 showing 19.2, 19.7 or something, somewhere in there. So sweet. I'll check engine lights.